Good morning. Good Monday morning to you. March 14th, 314. That number's been in my head for a long time. That was Alex Ray's first professional racing number, 314. I see that number a lot seems like when the clock turns 314 in the afternoon, a lot of times I happen to be looking at it's crazy how numbers will do that, draw your attention and your focus. Man, I hope you guys are having a great start to the week. I'm sitting here counting some blessings this morning. I think that's good to do on an everyday basis. I try to get up and start my day just realizing how blessed we are to live in this country, live the life that we do, and actually have the freedom to create and design our own life. It's an amazing deal, and I think we take it for granted. And things like that's going on in Ukraine right now, I think is a great reminder of how blessed we are. And I believe the more we realize that we are blessed, the more blessings that flow into our lives. I believe that's a big deal. So, not only count your own blessings, but remind other people of their blessings as well. I think that's good to do. So, got a few insights for you today. So we've been working on 7 factors with a lot of my guys that are racing Supercross, and focusing on factors that really impact our perspective and how we can strengthen our perspective. And I've got a great analogy I want to share with you, and it's actually a golfing analogy. So if you're not a golfer or understand golf, that's fine. I'm gonna give it to you where it's easy to understand. But one of the concepts that is powerful in golf is creating lag in your swing. And basically what that is it's just coiling up leverage to be released at a certain point so it creates maximum force impact to hit the ball. So, but I was thinking about this, in life, perspective plays such a huge role, and that role, I believe, dictates how our lives unfold. And growing up, we're taught to chase our dreams, chase after something, that we need to go somewhere. And one of the things that I've changed that really changed my life and has impacted it in a big way is realizing that we're really born where we need to be. There's really nowhere we need to go. If you flip the script on this perspective and you believe that you're exactly where you need to be, and you just need to build this lag, just like in a golf club. To build lag in a golf club, you don't have to move, you don't have to go anywhere. It's a process of creating leverage. And once we understand that we're where we need to be, and our job is to create lag, create that leverage up until the point our next life experience is released. Because that's what, in our sport, as we're building, as we're progressing, as we're trying to move the ball down the field, I believe, and this is flipping the script on your perspective. But, instead of feeling like, how long is it going to take to get there? Am I ever going to get there? Instead of having that perspective, which I believe creates just that effect, it takes longer to get there. It creates doubt. It creates uncertainty when you have that perspective. But when you already believe you were born exactly where you need to be, and your job is to create leverage before your next experience is released. And that's a kind of the cool thing about, performance and progress and stuff. We don't know the timing of when that next experience is going to be released. In a golf club, when you're building that lag and you go to you can time the release of that on your own. But in life, in progress and moving forward, our experiences are released not on our timeline. But our job, to me, from a perspective standpoint, is to build as much lag until that next experience is released, so that experience can be as big as possible. But what this does from a perspective standpoint, instead of it looking like, how long is it going to take to get there? Are we ever going to get there? Is, hey, I've got this short window to build up lag before my next experience is released. And if I want that experience to be the biggest experience it can possibly be, I've got to spend every day building up leverage before that's released. And that just puts you in a different state of mind. It puts you in, oh man, I got to get this done because this next experience is coming. I don't know when it's going to be released. It's kind of like setting a timer on something and not being able to see the timer counting down and going, man, I don't know when this next experience is going to be released. So I've got to put in the work and the effort and create the leverage so when it is released, it creates the best experience. And I believe when you position yourself in that way, you just set yourself up. I look at the world as it was designed to create big experiences. A lot of people don't take advantage of that. But when I'm helping a racer or a rider try to progress forward, that's the way I look at it. I believe there's a short window before they have their next release, before that lag is released. And it's our job to build up that leverage in this period of time. So when that release comes, it's a solid progression forward. It's a solid move forward, because you can build up this progression, and this weekend may not be the time for it to be released, and your results don't really move forward, and you're frustrated and go, man, is this ever going to happen for me? Am I doing something wrong? No, you're not doing nothing wrong. It's just you don't control that part of it. But I guess basically what I'm saying this morning, positioning yourself, if you feel like you're chasing after something, that's the life experience you're going to have of chasing after something. It's not the funnest experience. But if you flip that script on that perspective and you feel like, oh, well, I've just got this short window to build this leverage before my next experience is released, that's a different concept. And then you feel like it's coming towards you. And guess what? Life produces that experience. Like your progress is actually chasing after you. So just something I wanted to share this morning. I know it's a little deep concept, but I believe that it really can make a difference in people's lives. It's made a tremendous difference in my life. So, so that's one of the things I focus on every day is building up this lag. I know my next experience is coming, and I've only got a short window to build up the leverage before it's released, because the amount of leverage that I build up is going to dictate how big that experience is, how big that move is forward. So something for you guys to chew on today. So I hope you have a great start to your week. I'm looking forward. Looks like we're going to have a sunny day, nice day here in Tennessee. Spring's starting to show its face here. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.